Hi, I'm Vince, also known as PleasantKenobi on the internet. I'm the Magic the Gathering content creator equivalent of not reading a Magic card and understanding how it works. I'm going to come to that in just a moment. This video is brought to you by, well, Wizards of the Coast to an extent. This is on the VIP Early Access client where we get access to all the cards from the new set. I'll be putting out a few of these. There's going to be 4 color elementals with Kaheera and our command zone. So big thank you for the free preview, hashtag free preview, hashtag free preview and all that jazz. But generally it's wicked, it's a great incentive. It lets loads of people get to play with the cards ahead of time, make content with it. I love it. Now, have you ever played with a Magic card, like signed up to an event or like registered a deck list, got into a game and realised it doesn't work how you think? Well, yeah, me too. Many a time. This time was Kaheera. I thought this was a cat beast elemental. I recorded an intro talking about how it triggered Risen Reef. I also didn't have the mountain to fetch from my favourite passages, as you'll see in the gameplay shortly. Turns out this isn't an elemental. However, you can play it in your sideboard, especially in best of 1 as an extra card in your opening hand. So you have 8 cards in your opening hand. If all cards in your deck are cats, elementals, nightmares, dinosaurs, and beast cards. So every card we're playing is an elemental. Some of them even make elementals. And then we have 1 non-elemental in the whole deck, which is Hydro Crisis. We're playing 3 copies of this. So, do you know which Hydro Beast? So Beast counts 2. What Kaheera does is a 3/2 in your command zone or your sideboard, but it's your command zone, let's not be out in the bush. And it says each other creature you control as a cat, elemental, nightmare, dinosaur, or beast gets +1/+1 has vigilance. So if you want to pump your Omnaths, pump your Risen Reefs, pump your Cloud Seers, pump the elementals made by Nissa who shakes the world, pump your Illuna Apex of Wishes, pump your Vadrock Apex of Thunders. Yeah, this is your cat. It's funny, people talk about how this is probably the weakest of the companions, but ultimately you can just jam it in the sideboard of any base green elemental deck. Now we're playing 4 colours, so we can play some Vadrock as well and some Illuna. But the right thing to do might be just to play 3 colour, to play Bant or Rug. Honestly, like that might be the best way to do it. Like play the typical Omnath, Risen Reef shells that showed up early on in the last period standard after M20, but sort of fell to the wayside of like the red-black sacrifice decks and stuff like that. Maybe that's the correct way to play it. But this is 4 colour elementals. I want to play at least 1 companion deck during the event. This is it. With that out of the way, let's play some standard. And if you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe, and think of me when you kiss your loved ones goodnight. Okay, we're 1 land short of actually casting any of our spells. We're going to mulligan this away. You can keep this. We've got a Cloudkin to draw a bit deeper. We're going to drop a Chandra to the bottom of our library. We're against the opponent who's called Almost. They said hello, so we should say hello. There we go. Failed passage and pass the turn. We'll probably go and grab a red source off of this. So that means we can cast like a hero because we've got green and white. That's definitely Temple of Epiphany from our opponent. Let's crack our failed passage. Whoop, there we go. Let's grab... Oh, we're not playing a basic mountain. That's probably a mistake. We grab a forest. We drew another forest. Let's play our breeding pool tapped. Pass the turn to our opponent. Breeding pool shocked from our opponent. I think you can keep up counter magic, a good growth spiral, or some sort of powerful 2-drop. A Merfolk Secret Keeper to mill themselves. Interesting. A Chamber Sentry in their graveyard. And we see Gilded Goose and some lands. We drew a Risen Reef, which is pretty strong here. So we're going to play Risen Reef. And it enters the battlefield. And it triggers. And we find a Lava Claw, which is frustrating because it's a red card that we can't cast. But I mean, we still have like another 7 or 8 lands in our deck that can cast it. I think adding a basic mountain might be the way to go with this, so our favourite passages can cast it. They opt on our end step. Okay, I say this, it's actually middle of combat for some reason. And by some reason, I mean that's just where the chips lay. It's not a strategic choice. Sometimes you gotta opt. They bottom the card from the opt. They draw a card. They play a forest. They play an Emery. Just like their Walking Ballista. Okay, so we can't play our Omnath. We can play a Cloudkin Seer. I think I'm going to play my Kaheera here. No, maybe that's an Anthem we play later on. Having an Anthem in the command zone is good. Let's go ahead and play a Cloudkin Seer. 2 triggers here. Take action to put the Fabled Passage into play. We draw a Leafkin Druid. We play a Forest. We say no attacks, and we pass the turn. Now, if we had a mountain in our deck would be doing a lot more, right? Because we'd have to be able to play our Omnath here, which would be pretty gas. Our opponent's opting. The good thing about the Sentry compared to like a Walking Ballista, the Sentry needs to be able to tap to be able to shoot stuff dead. So they can't just like play it out of their graveyard and then kill our beloved Risen Reef. They do have a Song of Creation in their graveyard. Whenever you cast a spell, draw 2 cards. That's pretty good. Maybe they only cost a lot of 0 mana spells to draw 2. That is a Stone Cold Serpent. It has reach, and it blocks our Risen Reef pretty well too. So let's go ahead and activate our Fabled Passage. And again, we can't grab a mountain, which is really frustrating. I need to add a mountain to this deck. We've even got a basic plains. We play more red cards than we do blue cards. Red cards than white cards, sorry. Let's play a Leaf Druid. This is going to trigger Risen Reef. We drew a Fairy. Not the worst. We can cast that next turn. We're going to play Kaheera here. This gives our creatures Vigilance. Means our Cloud Concealer can attack as a 3-2 as well. They may just trade the Stone Cold Serpent off and then play it again next turn with the Emery, which I think I'll be okay with. Nope, they took 3. Okay, they're down to 13. Lord in the command zone feels strong enough. I mean, with an ETB trigger and a Lord effect and giving Vigilance, I think that's a worthy addition to the sideboard. Also, the art is great. Like the little cute foxes and stuff is great. The little pig weasel thing. Okay, we drew a red source. It's just a little bit late. We can't Teferi this. We can Lava Coil it, though. I mean, the correct thing to do is probably Teferi this, Lava Coil this. But we can't Lava Coil this turn, Vince. You're an idiot. You're literally an idiot. Okay. Tap for a lot of green and blue and white and blue and green. I'm going to leave up 1 mana in case we draw another land. We'll kind of cast a Krasis for 4. Draw 2 cards. What do we find? This is buffed as well by our Kaheera, because it's also a beast. We drew a Stomping Grounds. Sweet. We can go Stomping Grounds, pay 2 life, a Lava Coil the Stone Cold Serpent, and then just get into the red zone. Stone Cold Serpent's actually quite good against our Hydro Krasis, because it can block it all day long. Although we can trample over the top of it on the upside. We get in for a whole bunch and pass back to our opponent. They cast Growth Spiral. Good game, they say. Looks like we might take down a game with a 4-color Kaheera Elemental Commander deck in Standard. Got him. Okay, we're up for another game. I didn't add the mountain because I was too busy reading comments on my YouTube channel.
Twat.
Okay, we have 2 tap lands into a Risen Reef, into a Teferi, into a Nissa, and we have our Lord in the command zone. We've got an 8-card opening hand, my friends. What more could you want in Magic? Feels good. It feels good to have a Kaheera just floating around, guarding orphans, just making our deck that little bit better, you know? I think having a Lord in the command zone is going to end up being a lot better than people realise. Perhaps being the worst of the commanders, and it's still pretty good. Okay, they played a Scryland. We're going to play a Ragabone, Rawgrin, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Rawgrin Triome. God, words are hard. They play a Knight of the Ebon Legion. Looks like the Fun Police is here. So we're going to pay 2 life, play a body. Hopefully untap with 3 mana next turn. Play a tap land. Perhaps bounce a creature with Teferi. Or just play out a Yadrock if we need to. Oh no, we can't. Leafkin Druid cannot cast Radrock. That's not good. I don't think we have enough red sources in this deck. The deck is probably just better at playing Bant Elementals or Rug Elementals and playing Kaheera in the sideboard. What does this do? It's baffled the odd truce of 2 different counters. A Menace, Stiffness, and Lifelink. Okay, that's a creepy looking thing too. It's literally a nightmare. I would not want to come up against that. Okay, we can cast a Yadrock, but I don't think we want to. I think we probably just want to Teferi bounce this, maybe? I'm just going to play a Risen Reef this turn. Okay, we drew another Risen Reef, which is pretty sweet. We're going to enter tapped our Rug Triome. I'm never going to remember the first words. Rawgrin and Ketria. These are places on the plane. God, the Vorthos is in amongst you. You're probably thinking, what the hell are they talking about? Heartless Act, my Risen Reef. That is rude. 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 Lots of menace creatures. Okay. So that's fine. They grow their stuff. I'm not going to block anything properly this turn, am I? I'm going to pay 2 life. I'm going to make an Issa. I'm going to put some counters on my Stomping Ground here. Attack with it because it's vigilant. Down to 15. Our opponent's playing a literal fun police deck. We're over here trying to cast every single elemental that's currently in standard, it seems. And they're like, nah fam, we're just gonna screw your plans. And to be fair, that's completely legitimate. Okay, they attacked me with everything. No blocks. Do I get to have a good turn next turn? I think I get to have a good turn next turn. No, I think I'm dead. We got the standard equivalent of Splinter's Wing. Oh, Embercleave. When you forget that Embercleave exists, that's when you die to it. And the thing is, you can't forget it exists. Because it's so unbelievably efficient. Yep. Standard Splinter Twin lives to police the fun another day. Okay, we're up against Buns. VIP. We're all VIPs here, my friends. We're gonna keep this. We're gonna get an island with our Fabled Passage. And then we can play, like, both Teferi and Vadrock will be playable. We'll be able to play our commander. I keep saying commander, it is a commander. Chandra's a bit meh in this hand, but honestly, I think this is fine. This is a 6-card hand, essentially. We've made the 7 again, because we have a commander and a command zone. Is our opponent going to be on some sort of fun police aggro efficient deck, or are they going to let us play our kitchen table elementals deck? Where are we at, fam? Here we go. Fabled Passage. Let's pass the turn with Fabled Passage up. I guess... No, we leave a Fabled Passage in case we draw a Leafkin Dryad or whatever it's called. Let's activate this, and we need to grab an island. We have our blue source in our hand. Let's grab an island. There we go. I added the mountain, by the way. You'll all be glad to hear that I have learnt from past mistakes. Stomping Ground. Okay, Stomping Ground, tapped, and passed the turn. The second Stomping Ground does mean we can cast Chandra down the line as well. So, yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. We're gonna... I guess, do we want to lead with Vadrock into Teferi? Probably. Yeah, let's pay 2 life. Let's play a Vadrock. Does this get counterspelled? They've got blue and red and green up. Are we going to see a growth spiral out of them? Some sort of... No, literally a mystical dispute. Okay. Looks like our Teferi is going to be good, though, if we can stop them from casting counter magic. So ideally we want them to play something that's not impressive here, like some sort of do-nothing enchantment. Nope. They're just going to... Okay, cool. We're going to play a Leaf Kindred. This way we're playing around them mystical disputing us again. Because next time we'll have enough mana to pay for mystical dispute through... and get our Teferi into the board. They are Rug Control, perhaps? Or some sort of rug deck playing Omen of the Sea and Mystical Dispute. That makes me think Rug Control, but it could be anything. Both of these cards are more than reasonable. Mystical Dispute main deck over the other variants of this? I don't know. I guess blue cards are strong now, right? They keep putting pretty good blue-green cards. What is our opponent going to do next? What are they going to slam? What are they going to wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, with? Now, we could, if they do tap out for something that's not exciting, we can just slam Chandra. Then we just tick her up. We just go upstairs. Ping, ping, ping. You in the Bazinga? I don't know. 4 mana. Tamiyo. Okay, they did tap out. Sweet. They're gonna tick up. They're gonna name... Wilderness Reclamation? No, Reel the Everwise, and they hit her too. Interesting. Okay. Pay 2 life. Play a Chandra. And then we're going to tick up Chandra. Okay, 18 turn clock. Here we go. What else did they put in the graveyard? Growth Spiral and Castle Ventress. Reel is the red-blue, basically a commander card, but I guess you might see playing some cool combo decks. Whenever you discard one or more cards your first turn, for the first time each turn, drawing that many cards. It's a cool effect. So throw a possibility like combos with it. That's a very cool animation. I'm into it. I like that a lot. I don't know if the audio is too low. Tell me in the comment section below. They've got a lot of these things now telling you what they all do. This is Summoning Sickness. This is... I don't know what this is. Jace World of Mysteries. Are they going to try and deck themselves? Oh, a lot of people are trying to play with this Song of Creation, it seems. Which is cool and everything. But, yeah. Okay. What we got, We can kill her. She just gets bigger and bigger. I think she's got +1/+0 instead of turn. She just gets bigger and bigger. Okay. And this returns a target card from your go to your hand. This makes Leafkin a 2/4 going to down tick Chandra here.
Everyone knows the bigger explosions.
I'm then going to play an Omnath. They have 1 mana up. They can't have another Mystical Dispute, surely. Is this Mystical Dispute? I'd rather it wasn't, if I'm completely frank. Ugh, okay, never mind. I guess we're going to play a Triome. And just pass the turn. I wanted to... Wait. Oh, no attacks. I guess I just mutate the Parcel Beast onto the Leafkin Druid. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put the... So we're going to put it over. Here we go. Mutation. Crystals and Rocks. It's a 2/4. It taps for mana, but it also... Look at the top card of your library. If you're a land card, put it on the battlefield. If you don't, put the card into your hand. It draws us cards every turn. They're going to tick up Tamiyo again. What are they naming this time? We're back on the old rodeo again. That's a Riel. They shocked themselves. Good, good, good. Okay, we're going to play a Teferi. If this resolves, we can slam Omnath. Or our Lord, as it were. I assume it won't resolve because they didn't cast anything. They're kicking up a lot of mana here. What is this going to be? The Temiyo's currently on 8 loyalty. Should I be scared? I guess they can get back anything. They can get back Song of Creation. Thassa's Intervention. Okay. Yeah, sure. Decline to pay. Tick up our Awakened Inferno. Play a Kaheera. And then attack the... No, attack them, I think. I think ending their lives quicker is where we want to be. And Chandra will do that as well. I know we're playing all... I was complaining about Fun Police, and here I am with my 6 mana, like, control finisher Haymaker thing, but... So they need to... Okay, they're going to play Song of Creation. And they're going to play Riel, which draws them 2 cards. That's pretty good. They can now down-tick Tamiyo to draw something else, like a counterspell, I guess. But they discard everything at the end of the turn. So they aren't going to have... They aren't really going to have any counter magic. They have to down-tick and get something good now. Jace World of Mysteries. Okay. They didn't get there. I guess we're going to Fun Police them by... Oh, they can draw counter spells with the Riel. That's a nice combo. I like it. Let's go Omnath. Let's deal... So it does 3 damage, right? Oh, it only does 2? Wait, oh, this is not an elemental, it's a cat beast. I did not realise that. So it kills our Kaheera. That is a non-bow. Let's pay 2 life. Put the counter on our elemental. Okay, that could have gone a lot better. I didn't realise the cat beast wasn't an elemental. I thought it was a cat beast elemental. It's not. It's not even a free trigger for our Risen Reef. It doesn't have any TP like I was saying earlier. God, I'm bad. I'm really bad. So they untap with Song of Creation. Does this mean we're dead? It's Storm's Wrath killing my Chandra. Killing my Omnath. We've got a Parcel Beast. They're going to Tamiyo to grab the Storm's Wrath. They found the Jace World of Mysteries. Oof, okay. But do we get to attack them and kill them with our Chandra? Do we get to kill them with a Parcel Beast, essentially? Which is pretty exciting because it's a new card. And that's what we're here to do, right? It's to play new cards that we don't understand or don't read correctly. Because you didn't realize it wasn't an elemental. They Growth Spiral for 2. They're looking for a removal spell. Song Creation means that Growth Spiral drew them 3 cards. They play a Temple of Epiphany, not a Shockland, so they don't have 3 mana, they have 2 mana. Do they have a spell for 2 mana that deals with Parcel Beast? That currently has mana damage already on it. Yes, they have a Scorch. The game continues, at least for another turn, and they might even deck themselves next turn and win with the Jace World of Mysteries. Oh, no, they discard their hand. Okay, we got there, fam. We got there. Nissa makes a hasty elemental, and they scoop it up. So yeah, looks like 4-color elementals is obviously the best deck in the format, right? Am I right? I didn't realize the cat wasn't an elemental. What do you think? Is this a thing that can have legs? Do you think playing Bant or Rug is better with the cat in your command zone, as opposed to playing a 3, 4, 5-color mess? Maybe focusing on that 3 colors for the 4 or 5 colors? Let me know in the comment section below. I'll have more Ikoria videos coming over the next couple of days, and then after the arena hype is down, we'll be moving into modern, legacy, and vintage with it too. Hit the like button, drop a big comment, subscribe if you haven't already, kiss me up on the soft, wet arsehole that I've got hanging out of my pants right now, and I'll see you all soon. Ta-ta for now.